how has COVID-19 impacted the AP program?
Obviously the AP program has been affected by COVID through distance learning. I mean, that's going to be one thing that digital learning, virtual learning is a very different situation. And that in itself has created very, very different changes, very big impacts on our students and on our staff. But also moving to a new 4x4 system has created some issues, some problems for our staff and for the students. When before they were learning curriculum throughout an entire year, at least about 30 weeks. Now you're doing it in about 15 to 16 weeks in the first semester or about 10 weeks in the second semester. So that's made a huge difference in what students are doing on our campus. As far as the exams themselves, really shouldn't be any difference. We've been told by the College Board that they're still planning on having face-to-face exams, and they're still planning on it on the same dates. And they're putting in, they are making the ability to be able to do digital exams. They're putting that together also. So that should be available for students and ready in May, just like it was every other year.
Awesome. How was your experience grading the AP tests last year during quarantine?
It was so different. We did everything from at home. So I read all the exams online. We did all of our work because I'm in leadership. So we had to come up with all the samples, and we had to do everything else like that online. So it was really different. Not being with all the people. Well, you as students know this, not being with your friends, not being with the people that you normally hang out with, being able to talk to people about certain things, it made a huge difference. But.
Awesome. I think you already touched a little bit on this, but my next question was, how will the tests be administered this year?
Yeah, the College Board has made it really clear that they're going to allow schools to decide based on local conditions. If San Diego County is free and clear and everything looks good and COVID's finished, we're not having any issues, then we can do face-to-face. If people are feeling uncomfortable or conditions aren't allowing it, then there will be digital exams. So we have the option to have one or the other, or actually in both. And so San Marcos High School will make that decision when we get closer to it in the spring.
Okay. Our next question is, in what ways can students and their families that are financially impacted by COVID-19 be accommodated for AP testing fees?
Good, thanks for asking that. That's a super important question. The AP exam, or the College Board, as well as the state of California, put together fee waivers, and the district helps out with those fee waivers. So students that are financially impacted will need to go into the school's website, and they have to go to programs, AP testing, AP paperwork. And in the AP paperwork, it gives all the guidelines and all the information that students would need, parents would need to fill out forms. There's really two forms they would need to fill out. They need to fill out an application to take an exam, and they would also have to fill out the fee waiver eligibility form. So they would fill out both of those forms, make sure everything is signed, and then they do have to pay in person. And there are dates for in-person on the website saying what days that Rosanna will have the finance office open. And if I believe correctly, it's open from like 8 to noon and then 1 to 3 so that people can stop by and pay. They will have to pay using a cashier's check or a money order because with the COVID, again, people don't want to be able to pass cash around. So cash is being restricted.
Okay, so our final question is, do you have any words of encouragement for students planning on taking AP tests this year?
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a unique situation. I know it's, what's our favorite word? Unprecedented. This is something that's completely different than we've ever done before. But you know, last year when we had those abbreviated exams and people were unsure about what was going on, San Marcos High School did a phenomenal job. We excelled. We were higher than we had been in the past. We had more students take the exam. We were doing really well. Your teachers are behind you. The school is behind you to be able to be there. We're going to have tutorial sessions set up through Night Zone. We're going to have all kinds of ways to be able to get all students the things they need to be successful. So hang in there, stick with your teachers, be willing to be able to jump in and ask questions, and people are going to be there for you so that you can make this situation, which is so unprecedented, good, and you'll be able to get a good result on these exams. So good luck to you all.
Awesome. Well, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Janet. Take care.